All right, guys. So our test prep or map prep lesson today is going to be a little bit different than what it's been the past couple of days, but we're still going to cover what we need to. We're going to do a lesson, kind of like a mini lesson, and then um, a more of a strategy lesson in the next video. So I am going to show you guys one resource that we are going to be using whenever we take our iReady test, starting tomorrow and Friday, and then also whenever you guys take the MAP test. So you've probably seen a reference sheet like this before in fifth grade whenever you took the MAP test, and maybe also whenever you took Galileo later in the year. So a sheet like this is probably not brand new to you, but the reference sheet changes from fifth grade to sixth grade. So I wanted to show you what the sixth grade sheet looked like. What the reference sheet is, if you haven't seen one like this before, is it is basically like, you know how whenever we're taking tests and I have those charts hanging up around the room that you can use for formulas, or different like conversions and things like that. That's basically what it is. So it's very helpful whenever you're trying to convert units, or if you're needing to remember a formula for like area or volume, which is what we've been doing lately. So you don't have to memorize those. There are some, trying to think. So it's really mostly the formulas that we've been using in the past two chapters that are listed here. So I want to go through some of those with you because you guys are going to start using this tomorrow. So whenever you are looking at the conversion section, that's this first box up here at the top. That is where if you have a unit, but in your problem that you're working on, you need to change it into a different unit. We know we usually either have to multiply or divide depending on what the conversion or what the unit is equal to. So in this case, if we are looking at 1 yard, this would just show us that 1 yard is equal to 3 feet, which is equal to 36 inches. So 1 yard is also equal to 36 inches. So if you had 2 yards here, you would know, like if your problem was that you needed to convert 2 yards into feet, you would know that you would have to multiply this 1 yard by 2. So then you'd have to do the same thing here for 3 feet, have to multiply it by 2. So 2 yards would be equal to 6 feet. So this just shows us basically like the unit conversions. So it's 1 yard, 1 mile, 1 cup, 1 pint, and what they are equal to. So same thing. So they have conversions for length. They have yards, miles, centimeters, meters, and kilometers. And then we have volume. So we have conversions for cup, pint, quart, and gallon. And then liters over here as well. And we also have conversions for weight and mass. So pounds to ounces, tons to pounds, grams to milligrams, kilograms to grams. So notice that like sometimes grams is mentioned here and here. So it might be in more than one spot depending on if your unit is getting, bigger or smaller. So in this case, a gram to a milligram, 1 gram is bigger than a bunch of milligrams. But here, 1 kilogram is larger than grams. So basically, milligrams are the smallest, then grams, and kilograms are the biggest. So that's why you see grams mentioned in 2 places here. Okay, so that's how you use the conversion sheet. So it just gives you the unit conversions, but then sometimes you may have to multiply the numbers you have in order to actually let the conversions help you in whatever problem you're working on. Okay, moving down to the second section. This is going to look much more familiar to you. It should anyway. So this is the formula section of the reference sheet. And that's what we're going to be calling this, as a reference sheet. So it breaks this part up into looks like three sections. We have area, which is bolded here. We have volume here. And then we have additional formulas here. But then there's also columns up this way. So you have a grade level section, the type of shape that the formula is meant for, and then the actual formula that you can use here. So if you look at the grade level section, once you get, like, sixth grade is mentioned all the way through square. It's not mentioned in the area of a circle or a trapezoid because we did not do those this year. So you actually will not have to worry about these two formulas during your testing. It is mentioned again for the volume of a prism or a cylinder. We can also use this for pyramid. And just take a look down here because it really gives you a nice little extra note. It says that the capital B is where we have area of the base. So, and the H is the height of the entire shape. So everything that we've been talking about in class with this formula, it reminds you of it here. So you have a sixth grade formula, sixth grade formula, sixth grade, and then it skips, and then you have another sixth grade formula here. So we'll probably do some work whenever we have this on in front of us on Thursday with iReady. Let's see. And then after the volume of a prism or cylinder formula, you do not need any of the rest of this. So any formula row that doesn't have a 6 in the grade level, you will not have to use this. So and then just make sure you're paying attention to what shape it is, what you're looking for, and the formula is next to it. And we should have, we have worked with all of these. Yep, so these should all be familiar. All right, guys, we're going to have this printed off tomorrow whenever we start working on iReady, but we're also just going to kind of have it out using it periodically from now until we take the map test, just so we get used to it, we get used to seeing it, and we get used to using it. All right, thank you.